Hello and welcome to Squabble, a noisy quarrel about something petty or trivial or scary. It's Halloween almost.
Yeah, you didn't introduce us. I was waiting for my cue.
I'm Carter,
And I'm Jacob.
and this is a spoopy episode.
Yeah, this is our Halloween special.
Tis the season.
Tis the season
S-Z-N.
to be spooky.
It's almost Halloween. It will be, I think, 4 days after this episode is released will be Halloween. Pretty sure. What day is Halloween on?
The 31st.
Well, I know that, but like, what day is the 31st?
I don't know.
Okay,
You know?
well, I thought it was 4 days. Maybe I'm wrong. I could be stupid.
It's soon.
Yes. And so we wanted to put together this episode, which is a little spoopy. It's a
But don't be scared.
Don't be scared. This is an episode about the best top 5.
The best part of Halloween.
The best.
arguably.
Yeah. Well,
I don't know. Costumes.
I think that's a different squabble. What's the best part of
That's
Halloween?
for next year.
Yeah. But this episode is what are the top 5 best candies to
that you
get on
on
Halloween.
Yeah.
Yeah, because everyone's giving out candy, so we're gonna discuss what we think what's the best to get, what's the best to give.
I think we can
overall.
all agree. We can all agree on the best houses in your neighborhood that give candy.
Yes.
The best houses are the ones that just leave the bowl outside that says "take one," because you just dump the whole
you
bowl
take
into
a
your bag.
handful.
I literally saw one kid. I was gonna go up to the house, but he just went up there and dumped the bowl into his bag and left.
Yeah, so everyone, it's like
Yeah,
first
I
come,
couldn't
first
do- yeah,
serve.
It's
you know?
basically whoever gets there first gets all the candy.
I always get in trouble because I hand out like the first 20 kids that come to our house, maybe less, 10 kids.
He gives them so much.
I give them so much because
Yeah.
I want to be known as the guy like, oh, that's the house who gives you 3 whole handfuls of candy.
Yeah, but then we don't have any for the rest of the kids.
Yeah, that's what they say. Oh, but then you don't have any for the rest of the kids. Well, this isn't communism, okay? First come, first serve.
I don't think that's how that works.
Why should everybody get one piece? I mean, if you're the first there, you get the good stuff, okay?
Well, yeah, but you go a little overboard.
I don't think so. They think so. Like, I would rather bring a joy to one kid's life than like a lot of joy to one kid's life than a tiny bit of joy to everybody's
But
life.
if
Well,
it's not a tiny bit, it's a moderate, it's the expected amount of joy.
Okay, because think about this. The one kid, like, okay, the 10 kids that I gave candy to went home and were like, oh my gosh, I had the best night ever. This one dude gave me 4 whole handfuls of candy. But then if I only give one piece of candy to 100 kids, they all go home and they're like,
They don't remember.
got
Okay,
one
but
piece of candy from everyone.
But then
It's a usual Halloween.
you give all the candy to the first few kids. Then all the other kids that are like, oh look, their house is decorated and the lights are on. They go out
Okay,
the
I'm
door,
not
and then they just get disappointed that there's no more candy.
I'm not prescribing this to everyone in the neighborhood. Because see, if everyone in the neighborhood did what I did,
Prescribing them? Is that correct? I guess.
yeah, I'm not telling them to do what I'm doing.
That's correct.
If
That's
everyone in the neighborhood did what I did and gives 5 whole handfuls of candy to the first 10 kids, well, that would be a problem, you see, because the first 10 kids would have all
loaded.
the candy.
And then we'd have an obesity problem in the neighborhood.
Yes, but see, if only one guy does it, the first 10 kids have the night of their lives.
Well, no, and the rest just get disappointed.
No, they're not disappointed. They're just not as happy as they will be
we're
next
turning
year
this
if they
into
go
a different
earlier.
squabble.
Okay.
So yeah, best Halloween candies. That's a pretty controversial topic.
Yeah. Also, this is the last week. When this episode comes out, it'll be the last week for you. Not even a full week, I don't think. The last few days for you to get your merch. Okay, our very first merch that we're selling, our Friends-themed squabble shirts.
Yes.
We're only selling these in October.
It's our best seller.
Some people might already have them. We're new to the shirt biz, so they might take a while to get there, but they are going to be high quality. They already are high quality, and they're going to be super fashionable. They already are super fashionable. Yeah. So, so make sure you get those orders in right now.
Yes.
Okay. I think we've stalled long enough. And would you like to go first, or
I can go first?
Well, wait. I'll give my number 5 first because as we discussed, did you add it to your number 5, or is your number 5 still what I think your number 5 is?
It's still the same, but I can add a number 5. I've got more than enough honorable mentions.
I'll start my number 5, and
Okay.
you can give your number 5 last.
Okay.
You can just start on your number 4.
Okay, I'll start on my number 4
Okay.
because my number 5 is worthy of its own.
My number 5, a Mr. Goodbar. Okay.
Okay. That's just a respectable answer.
This is a candy that only like you can get Mr. Goodbars that not on Halloween. You can get them throughout the year.
Yeah.
But during Halloween, Mr. Goodbars really make a statement.
Well, they're just kind of forgotten about.
They
Every
are,
other day
and
of the
that's
year.
sad because a Mr. Goodbar is just chocolate and peanuts. Okay.
Yep. It's like a sad Snickers.
It is not a sad Snickers.
It's a simple Snickers.
It's a simple Snickers. You're
Yeah.
right. Because everyone's like
Simple
Like
Snickers.
throughout the year, I feel like people buy a lot of chocolate covered peanuts. That's fine, okay. But a Mr. Goodbar is like that, but it's in a square. And
Yep.
for some reason, nobody gives out chocolate covered peanuts on Halloween.
Yeah.
You got to give out Mr. Goodbars.
Although I would gladly accept some chocolate covered peanuts
You
on
would-
Halloween.
That's interesting.
Yeah,
So-
Mr. Good Bars are good. I'm not a big fan of nuts in my candy. I like a pure chocolate bar. But
Yeah.
I respect
That's
it.
weird to me. Jacob's the guy who, when like we go to Walmart, we're like,
Walmart?
oh, let's all Walmart. We all pick a candy bar, and I'm getting like Snickers, and Jacob gets just a flat,
Hershey's bar.
plain Hershey's bar, just
It's the
100% milk chocolate.
I mean, I like other candies. I'll eat them. But I just prefer just a classic chocolate.
that is so wrong.
No,
Like to
that's my
me,
favorite.
chocolate's an ingredient. You just don't eat chocolate, okay? You
Well,
eat chocolate and
I
insert
just
material here, but
Well,
that's fine.
I
So
would
that's my
disagree.
number 5.
Okay, I'll just pick one of my honorable mentions as my number 5 since we're going to hold my number 5 for last.
Oh, you have
because-
honorable mentions.
Yeah, well,
Okay.
I've just got some to the side that I would have put on my list, but they didn't quite make it. So we'll say my number 5 is M&Ms, which aren't right. You're thinking those aren't a Halloween.
Those aren't. That's not a
candy.
Halloween candy. That's just
But
an all-time.
Think about it is one of the best candies to get on Halloween because like you get a little, like you said, Mr. Goodbar. It's a little square, right, and that's it.
Yeah, it's usually a small.
Yeah,
little,
it's very small. But with the M&Ms, you struck gold. It's like 12 M&Ms in that package.
It's true.
It's good. Like you get a little package and you're like, I'm set.
And it's even better when you go to like the rich houses
And they do,
you
like-
get a whole pack.
Yeah.
Of them, like a fan, like a
You always
king
got
size pack.
Yeah, we've walked like all the way to the other side of our neighborhood, like 12 blocks to get.
Yeah, we still
some big
trick or
candy.
treat.
Yeah,
It's okay. It's fine.
we just make sure there's a small child with us, so people don't think we're trying to scam them out of their candy, which we are, but still, that's, you got to have a little kid, so they have to give you candy.
I actually don't think I've trick or treated the past. I don't remember the last time I trick or treated actually.
Well, I'll make you go this year.
We always got a party.
We do, but we always leave the party a little bit. Sometimes I do.
That's true. You occasionally do leave the
It's
party.
towards
to
the
go
end.
trick or
It's
treat.
only when the true partiers are there towards the end of the party. All the casual partiers have left. That's when you hit
And
the
the
trick
real
or treating.
partiers.
That's when you get the trick or treating going.
Oh yeah. Okay. Hey, also, what are you going for Halloween?
What am I? I am going for. Well, we kind of have a theme between our costumes and
We
our
do have a
sister.
theme.
We're going as characters from Super Smash Bros. Or Nintendo characters, I suppose.
Yeah.
So
you can just say it.
yeah, Nintendo characters. But I'm going to be Little Mac from the Punch Out series.
Nice.
Yep.
Okay. Okay.
What are you,
My
what are you
number
gonna-
4.
What are you gonna be? You're just gonna just say what I'm gonna be, not say what you're gonna be.
Well,
That's like if someone asks how are you, and then you don't ask them how they are.
That's okay.
No, it's not. If someone asks you how you are, like hey, how are you? That's really just them asking you to ask them how they are.
Okay. No, that's not true. Because like sometimes they'll be like, "How are you?" And I'll be like, "I'm good. I just insert life event that just happened," and then we go on a conversation about
Yeah,
that
but then
topic.
eventually it's gonna get to them.
Okay, sure, fine. Anyway, number 4.
No, what are you gonna be? Are you dodging it? Are you not?
No,
do you not know?
I'm gonna be Fox McCloud
Okay.
from Star Fox. He's pretty dope.
Yeah, and our sister is gonna be Link.
Yep. So
It wasn't that hard.
it wasn't that hard. I just, I got things to do,
Okay.
and I got to talk
What's
about
your
my
number
hot
4?
tamales. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
My
hot tamales
My
made
number
it to
4
your
is my
list?
hot tamales.
Gross.
Not my.
My hot tamales are number 4.
I mean, preferably they're mine, but I'm just talking about hot tamales in general.
Okay. Why? They're gross.
I feel like they're an underdog.
Okay.
They're very unique because like when
Yeah.
you think about candy, you're like chocolate, caramel, peanut butter, nuts.
Hot tamales.
But like nobody thinks about the savory kind of cinnamon, spicy, the spicy candy. You know,
Yeah, I don't like
and that
spicy
is hot
candy.
tamales. Well, okay, I don't like spicy foods either. But there's a difference between like cinnamon spice and I don't know, insert any other spice. Okay.
Yeah.
And hot tamales are like that refreshing point. Like after you've eaten
Yeah,
100
I'll give
Mr.
that to
Good
you.
bars, you want some hot tamales.
Well, I do get that you want something a little different, right? I'll bring that up in one of my later points for one of my candies. But
Okay.
I do agree with you that people want things different, but not hot tamales. Hot tamales
Yes.
are the candies that you go, like there's the candies you really don't like you get like lemon heads or like one of those weird ones that like aren't
Like off-brand
like,
caramel
that
bites.
you know you're not really
like,
gonna
what
eat.
the heck is this?
You
What
know
do
you're not
even
gonna
buy
eat those. Hot tamales is one that's like, I will eat these, but they're the last candies I'm gonna eat, and preferably I'm gonna find that one weird kid like Carter who really likes them and trade it for all their chocolate.
Yeah, you're saying
That's
that
what everybody
in
does.
the candy economy, like
Yeah.
you know, after you've trick or treated and you sit down, you start organizing and trading with the other kids. You're
Yeah.
saying that hot
It's
tamales
the
are
first one you try to trade.
those are the goods that you're trading.
Yeah, because those are the ones that still have some worth, but not very much. Because you know, you're like you said, you're not going to trade the weird ones that nobody's ever heard of. Because nobody wants them. Nobody wants them. You end up leaving those till next year, and you're like, look what I found.
You can occasionally trade those to the dumb kid.
Yeah, the dumb kid who like doesn't really know about candy that much. Like their mom doesn't let them eat candy, so they take whatever you give them. But you trade the hot tamales for anything else.
I disagree. I'm the kid who takes the
Yeah,
hot
he's the
tamales.
kid that like trades away
Because-
all his candy. That he's just got a bag of hot tamales.
Well, look, I'm the kid who eats the candy in between houses. Like we go to the first house and we get like my number one, which I won't say right now, but let's say they give me my number one. I'll on the way to the other house, I'll unwrap that candy and eat it. And by the time I
How
get back to the
dare
house,
you.
my bag that was supposed to be full
It's
of
full of
candy
trash?
is full of trash wrappers.
Oh, gosh.
Because I ate all of it. And
You disgust me.
that's how Halloween should be enjoyed. It's like you get a little treat for walking.
No,
you know?
Halloween is like teaches kids about the economy. Teaches kids how to. This is an honest thing, right? You get your candy and you save it, right? You say, okay, look, I have enough candy.
You put it in your bank account.
You go, look, I have enough candy to have a little bit of fun right now. You eat the good candy, some of the good candy, but then you got to leave some of the good candy too. You got to eat some of the bad candy so that you have an
So you
even
can make
amount, and then you
investments.
got to save it and you got to make it last. You got to ration it out until next year.
Okay, so
And me and my friends used to do this. Like 3 of my friends, we would get all the candy. We'd get back to my house and we'd dump it all on the floor and split it up because we knew some of us liked some of the other ones. They'd be like,
communism.
no. We struck a deal.
Okay.
Because like I would be like, hey, look, I got a Snickers. I see this kid has a Twix. I don't like Snickers, but I really like Twix. I know he likes Snickers. You get home, you start collecting all the Snickers. Then when you get home, you do the little trades. You're like, hey man, we put it all in the middle. You can have all these Snickers, and I get some of your Red Hots. That's what or hot tamales. What are they called?
Isn't it so good
Teaching
when you're
kids
an
about
adult,
marketing.
when you hit an adult age and you have money that you just buy the candy you want and you don't have to get the candy you hate?
Yeah,
That's
because
like-
kids have to ration it out all year. Because you know, a lot of parents, you only get that much candy on Halloween, and you got to make it last.
Okay.
And then you tell your kid that you ate all their Halloween candy and film it and send it to Jimmy Kimmel and go viral.
I see where you're going, but I don't think that's a valid point against hot tamales, and I just don't know why you want to hate on them so much. I also like to say there's another, not hot tamales, but red hots.
Yeah, that's what I said on accident, which is also basically the same thing.
No.
Oh.
They're different.
Okay.
They really are. Hot tamales, they are more cinnamony, while red hots are more
Just
sweet.
straight spice.
They're
Oh.
more they're more candy than
Cherry.
the red hots.
Like they're like spicy cherry, while the other
yeah,
one's
I would say spicy
okay.
cherry. Yeah.
Well, you want to move off of red
Sure,
hots and
sure.
hot tamales? I've got my number 4.
Yeah, don't call my hot tamales red
I'm
hots.
sorry. There's a difference, yeah. Mine is pumpkin Reese's.
Is this your 4?
Yeah, this is my number 4. Because I know
Mine's
Carter.
higher on the list.
Carter really likes pumpkin Reese's.
I do
Are they
have them on the list.
No, are they? I've heard Reese's or Reese's.
It's Reese's.
I'm gonna say Reese's.
That's a
'cause I know
squabble
lot
for
of
another
people-
time,
yeah.
also, but it's Reese's.
A lot of people say Reese's. I accidentally say Reese's, but I believe in my heart. My mouth says one thing, but my heart believes Reese's. So
I would argue that it's more fun to say Reese's,
Reese's, yeah.
but it's stupid.
Yeah, I agree. So Reese's, the pumpkin Reese's. I'm gonna get a lot of flack for this. I'm not a huge fan of the Reese's.
Yeah, you are gonna get flack
But from you, if anybody
from me
else.
personally.
Sorry, I had a burp.
What
You're
the
welcome.
heck?
It came
First
out of
of all,
nowhere.
that
I
was
don't
a
know.
weird burp.
Well,
It was like a pop.
I was. Anyways, pumpkin-shaped Reese's not only look better than the other ones because they're spooky, it's fun, it's like, oh, sweet. I'm going to pay extra money just because they put it in a different mold.
Extra money
looks
for
like
a
a pumpkin.
shape.
Even though I guess you're not paying for it. The person that bought the candy to give it to you is. Regardless, it tastes better. I said it. I think it tastes different.
I agree.
They put a little extra love and spirit into it, of the Halloween spirit, and it makes it taste happier. And that's my stance.
I can't argue that it tastes better per se, but I will definitely say that it's a different taste.
I don't know if it's because the peanut butter chocolate ratio is a little bit different, askew, and that's why it tastes different.
I would argue that's true.
Something's different.
I would need a little taste test. I would need to have a pumpkin one and a regular one.
Maybe we can do
and
that
a Christmas
soon.
tree one.
Ooh, the Christmas trees ones are good.
And I think there's another.
They have the eggs.
Easter one for the eggs.
Those are good.
I
Those
would
are the
need
best
to
ones.
line all those up and taste each individual one. But I do say with confidence, they are all different.
Yes.
They all have
Definitely.
different ratio.
And that makes the taste different.
It
It's a
really
different
does.
experience and
It's true.
journey. What's your number 3?
My number 3, Whoppers.
Okay.
I don't know a lot of people. See your reaction right there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what most people say about Whoppers.
Yeah.
And I don't know why. Whoppers,
I'm-
I've always loved Whoppers. Ever since I was a kid, the first thing that I would seek after trick-or-treating are the Whoppers. They came in the little 3-pack.
I know what you're talking about. Those
Not
are
nearly
good.
enough. A 3 count?
Yeah,
Are you
that's
kidding
true.
me? But everybody, like, they get Whoppers and they're like, oh, okay. And sometimes I wouldn't have to trade those. They would just be like, oh, Carter loves Whoppers. Here you go. And they just give me all their Whoppers, which is good. But I'm offended that not more people don't like Whoppers.
I would say the thing about Whoppers, I don't know. I just kind of impartial. I'd say
Malt balls.
yeah, malt balls.
Yeah.
I've got
Malt
I'm
balls.
impartial to mart ball. The mart balls?
Smart balls.
Not mart balls. Malt balls. Big difference. No, but yeah, I don't really respect the Whopper for some reason. You
What?
know? I just it's
Whoa,
so
you can say you
impartial
don't
to
like it. You can't say you disrespect the
it.
Whoppers.
I don't respect it. It
What?
has no
They
honor
come in
to
a
me.
freaking milk carton.
Exactly. What? Yeah. What the heck?
Yeah, like if you get
I can't respect that.
if you get what?
That doesn't hold a place in my heart.
Oh, and you can respect just flat out chocolate.
Yes.
You're the guy who orders vanilla ice cream.
That's you. That's not me.
I do not order
I
vanilla
like
ice cream.
I like chocolate ice cream.
Of course he does.
Just plain chocolate ice cream.
Whoppers are good. Okay, I do have to admit though, I thought that you might bring up this argument, but I don't think you eat Whoppers enough.
Okay.
To have the variety.
Oh, I do
that
have an argument against them though. But you can go.
And I have been told this before. Our friend EJ once told me that he doesn't like to eat Whoppers because occasionally you get that Whopper that is like it's unchewable for some reason.
It's like just the outer coating or something. Like
It's weird. I don't know what they're doing in the manufacturing place when they're making Whoppers.
Yeah.
But you're like eating a box of them, you eat a couple at a time. I do anyway. Some people like to do it one at a time. That's fine.
I like to do it one
I'm
at a
not
time
going to
as well.
discriminate how you eat your Whoppers.
Yeah.
But I'm eating them a couple at a time. And then I put 2 in my mouth and one of them, like I can't
Crunches,
chew.
yeah.
Like I chew it, but it's not the kind of
it's like chewy. It's like caramel almost.
yeah, it's not the kind of crunch that I'm looking for.
Crunch. Say it like that. It's not the type of crunch that I'm looking for. It's not the type of crunch I'm looking for.
I don't know why I said it like that.
Yeah.
I've been talking weird all day.
I know what you mean.
Like I said, the guy at the restaurant, he said, "Thanks for coming." And I said, "Thanks."
Yeah, he said thanks to the guy.
Yeah, there's no crunch. It's just like it's squish. It's a squish, not a crunch.
It's like a taffy.
And it's still good. Like you can just taste that it's just chocolate and malt still. But for some reason, it's not crunchy. It's just a weird goo. And like sometimes you can't even swallow it. It's just like you gotta spit it out. I don't know why. That's something they gotta work out. But I'm not. I do count that against them. That's why they're a number 3 for me.
Yep.
But they're delicious when they're not like that. Okay.
Yep. My number 3.
I thought you gave your number 3.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Give your number 3.
Okay, my number 3. Let's see here. What is my number 3? I did. Okay, my number 3. I don't know why. You just.
Okay, so what's my number 3? So what my number 3
My number
is?
5
my
was
number
M&M's. My number 4. I'm sorry. I didn't get my time to put numbers next to these.
Why would you not put numbers like
My
that?
number. So I know which. My number 4 was
I don't know.
Reese's. Yeah.
Oh,
so
yes.
now I'm number 3.
Okay, and your number
Which
3
is
is?
bubble gum. The double
What?
bubble gum. Because let me tell you, when you're eating your chocolate and you got that rich feel in your mouth and you're to the end of your chocolate night and you need to cleanse your mouth.
Your chocolate night.
Chocolate night. It's chocolate night. And you just need something to cleanse your palate almost. Something fruity, but not like a Tootsie
Hot
Pop or
tamale.
something. Not a hot tamale. Or a red hot.
After you've done your chocolate, after you've done your hot tamales, you got to do your bubble
You
gum.
got to do your bubble gum. It's like a cleansing of the mouth. It's like a closing to the night. You pop it in, you chew it up, and you enjoy it. I don't know what to
Okay,
say.
I would argue.
I love bubble gum. It's a good flavor.
Okay, I'm not a huge bubblegum fan, mostly because...
And it's fun. You get to blow bubbles.
Yeah, that's true. But here's my thing. It's always double bubble. That's the brand.
That's the best brand. That's what I was
that's
about to
the
say.
only bubblegum I have ever seen on Halloween.
I
No
know,
one's
on
given
Halloween.
out like extra.
Well, yeah.
Or
they give those big like rolls, the big circular.
yeah,
tubes.
it's the big pink rolls or double bubble, and I think the big pink rolls are double bubble.
No, they don't give those out on Halloween though. That's
I've
what
gotten a couple.
Really? Like
Yeah.
the full things?
Yes.
Oh, I need to go to those houses.
But those and the double bubble, which I think are the same brand, but I'm not 100% sure, they're gone too fast.
What?
And like you chew them for like a minute, and then all the flavor's gone, and you chew them for another minute, and you just have to spit it out.
No, what? Okay, I think you're missing out on the part of bubblegum.
No.
The best part of bubblegum, no. It's not the flavor. That's not the best part of the bubblegum.
What?
That's maybe the second or third best part of the bubblegum. First part of the bubblegum is the bubbles. That's why you chew bubblegum. If you're getting like extra gum, those aren't as good for bubbles. You're not gonna. Those are for flavor, right? And those last longer. But
And
if
for
you're just
minty
going
freshness.
if you're gonna pop a double bubble in, you're gonna do it for the relaxation. It's almost like
The satisfaction?
and just getting to chew it. It like helps. It's like a
Okay.
It's like a fidget spinner for your mouth.
I actually...
I could just mess with a double bubble in my mouth all day.
Now that you say that, I'm on board. I'm on the double bubble train.
Yeah, and you can like chew it with your
It's
front
so
teeth. And,
satisfying.
yeah, it's just like just keeps you occupied all the time.
Yeah, and as much as I'm not a huge bubble gum fan, I do recognize that is very satisfying to me,
Yeah.
and even more satisfying to other people probably.
Yep.
Because I'm not really good at blowing bubbles, but like when I see somebody else blow a really good bubble, I am impressed, and two,
Yeah.
like I can see the satisfaction on their face. They like accomplished something,
Yeah.
and I'm okay with that.
Plus, one more thing in favor of it, you can ration it easier. Because, like, you think about, like, you said Whoppers.
That's
you
true.
said 3 aren't enough. You can go through 8 packs of Whoppers, and then you're full. You're not going to eat more than 2 or 3 double
Well,
bubbles.
you don't really eat it.
Well,
Do you?
Yeah, exactly.
You
Well,
swallow the gum?
On accident sometimes. No. But, like, you don't go through
gum
more
swallower?
than... Like, at most, you're going to go through 3 in a day. Unless you're just, like, really going, like, as soon
Okay.
as you wake up to as soon as you go to sleep. So it's easier to ration. It's fun. Got a good flavor for while it lasts.
Sure.
I love it.
I will give you that. I'll give you that.
Are we to number 2?
Number 2, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll go since you just gave your
Okay.
3. We'll go back and forth. Crunch bars.
I love
Oh,
Crunch Bars.
Crunch
I'm with you on
Bars.
this one. I don't know
Delish.
how it didn't wind up on my list.
Not to be mistaken with Crackle.
See,
Okay.
this is where we disagree.
What?
Yeah.
Crackle is, first of all, Crunch came first. Okay, so.
Okay.
Which makes Crackle
The upgrade.
no. And a cheater, snitch, an off-brand, a piece of garbage.
Oh,
It's
I
like
love it.
it's like
It's
getting
better.
it's like getting a Big Mac anywhere except McDonald's.
No,
Okay.
you can't.
You're right, because it's the best. Crunch is the best. I don't know. It's just like chocolate and Rice Krispies, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know what is in it, but it's good.
But it is so,
it's like
delicious.
for people that don't like peanuts in their candy, but still want
but
like
still like the texture.
yeah, which is
It-
good.
It's
for
like
me.
the
I'm
crunchy peanut
I'm like
butter
that.
of peanut butter.
Yeah, but
like-
but nobody likes crunchy peanut butter. Everybody likes a Crunch Bar.
I like crunchy peanut butter.
Yeah, you're the only one. So.
Like Jacoby's just a plain Hershey's chocolate bar.
Yeah, I'll eat
That
a
is
Crunch
so
Bar. I do
stupid.
like it. the thing with Crunch Bars that they're hard to find, honestly.
They only appeared at Halloween and at movie theaters.
At movie theaters.
Movie theaters
classic
sell 'em.
movie theater.
It is a classic movie theater candy. Movie theaters sell them, which is weird because at a movie theater you probably didn't want the crunch. You just want a regular.
Yeah, that's why in our episode for best snacks at the movies, we didn't pick that. It's too crunchy. You wouldn't want that for them.
Although they only sell it at the movie theater.
Yeah, because like the crumbs go everywhere and it's loud. A person next to you's like, oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, this guy's eating a crunch bar. It's like, oh my gosh. Like, yeah, it's true. But at Halloween,
it doesn't matter.
They come somewhere. They come from somewhere.
Yeah,
they just like
Nestle. Doesn't Nestle make them? Nestle's popping them out.
Wait.
Nesquik. I don't know. That's the same thing.
I think it is Nestle. Yes, I think it's Nestle.
Let me look it up.
And they are the best.
Yeah, they are the best. But I still am with.
Well, they're not the
Crackle's
best, or they would be my number one.
Well, that's true.
Second
but
best.
I'm with Crackle as the winners. Because you got to say, I think that Hershey's has higher quality chocolate than Nestle. So I think that the chocolate, and I mean, you can't really have lower quality Rice.
Are you saying the chocolate is more important than the Rice crunchy stuff?
I would say equally important.
Yeah. Okay. Who says you can't make crunchy stuff better than somebody else?
I don't know. I just don't know how they would. I don't really know what it is. It could be styrofoam for all I know, but I'd like it.
You're right. It's delicious.
It could be styrofoam.
Yeah. I don't. Okay. What's your number two?
My number two is I don't even have to look at the list. Mine is the tiny Hershey's.
What?
The little tiny Hershey's. Now let me say the little cubes.
As opposed to a regular sized Hershey's.
Yeah. Okay. This is Halloween, Carter. You're not gonna get unless you really get lucky. You're not gonna get a full Hershey's. Okay.
Okay. You're right. Sorry.
So and another thing, I'm one of those weird people. I said it with the pumpkin Reese's. It tastes different. The little Hershey's, it tastes different. I don't know why, but it tastes different than the big Hershey's. And I think it might because
that's what they used to call me.
The big Hershey's.
The big Hershey.
That's weird. But because your name's not Hershey.
It was.
It was. You had to change it after you got into some trouble.
Actually, at the restaurant we were just at, on the menu there was what was it?
Cookie Magic.
Cookie Magic. That was my name.
Yeah, there was a milkshake called Cookie Magic, and Carter said that is his name.
Cookie Magic. Okay, continue, please.
Anyways, I just think they taste better and they're smaller. Those are things that basically everybody likes. So they're great for trading because they're not the Gold9, right? Because there's nothing super special. But nobody will not take them, right? So they're really good trading material. So that's why they deserve the number 2 spot.
That's definitely a solid argument.
Yeah.
And you're right. Those are good trading materials. It's something that you will eat if you get stuck with them.
Yep.
But it's something that you will trade for almost anything.
Yeah, no one really will trade, except for hot tamales. I would never trade a Hershey's for a hot tamale.
I would trade all the Hershey's for all the hot tamales.
No.
They're better. Now, if they made like actually they did. Didn't they make a spicy Hershey's bar? It was like.
There were spicy M&Ms.
Spicy M&Ms. Okay, never mind.
They were bad.
Yeah, that was the worst. What the heck?
Yeah, what the heck, M&Ms?
What was that?
That was bad.
It was a weird phase that they were coming out with all kinds of
and
flavors.
they have like the coffee one.
And those are good. Well, actually, they came out with
2 coffee ones.
I think we talked about this when we were talking about movie candies. Yeah. They came out with the espresso and the coffee nut, and one of those.
I think the espresso was the bad one.
Yeah, the espresso is weird, but anyway, your number 2 was that.
Yeah,
that's
the Hershey's.
Yeah.
I don't think
just a classic Hershey's.
Should we just go straight to number 1?
Should we? I think we should.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want me to go?
Or should before the number 1, should we do our my old number 5?
Well, how about let's not do the number 5s yet, or
Okay.
the worst one. How about? Do you have any more honorable mentions that you wanted to talk about?
No, I'm ready for number 1.
Okay.
The Crunch Bar was also in my research.
Your honorable mention.
Oh, I've got one good one. I forgot about this one. The Twizzler. Because they give the short little Twizzlers.
They do the shorties, yeah.
But those aren't worthy of being on the list. I'm sorry.
I don't think they're worthy on being any list either. And personally, I'm a Red Vines guy.
Me too, but they don't really sell those on Halloween.
They don't. They're not really. Red Vines are not doing good in their marketing.
Yeah, you never see them at the Walmart.
Yeah, you never see them at the Walmart.
If it's not at the Walmart, it's not going to be in my home.
If it's not at the Walmart, it's not for me, you know?
Yeah.
No, but okay. I'll go ahead and give my number 1 because we've already talked about this.
Grand reveal? Okay, yeah.
A little bit. You've put this on your list just really low.
Well,
a pumpkin Reese's or Reese's, okay?
Yes.
They're the best. They're the best candy. They are a good size. They're always giving out tiny versions of stuff. Okay, like they're giving out Hershey bars. They're always giving tiny versions. Giving out Twizzlers. It's always a tiny version.
It is a small Twizzler.
But when it comes to Reese's, they're giving out the same size. It's the same amount as you'd get in like a 2-pack.
Yeah,
but it's in the shape of a pumpkin.
And there's only
so
one.
it's a good size. Well, that's true. It's only one.
I will say there is one thing I have against the Reese's.
What?
It's so much paper. You got to take off the orange wrapper. Then there's the little cardboard carton that they come in. Then you take it off there. Then you got to unwrap the actual Reese's. Then you finally get to enjoy it. You got to take off 3 wrappers.
I think that's a strategy. I honestly think that's a strategy because the longer it takes you to open the candy, the more you want it, and the more satisfying it is.
It's like unwrapping a gift that has like seven wrapping layers or whatever.
Yeah, like if you get a gift. Okay, if you get a gift that's in like a bag, you just rip off the flurry stuff that's off at the top, and you automatically boom, you know what it is. Mm-hmm. Not as exciting as when you get a wrapped present with at least 2 layers of wrapping. Yeah, and you gotta spin, and you gotta work to get that.
Or when it's in a box and then wrapped.
Oh, if it's in a box and then wrapped.
Because then like you get the all at once grand reveal and you get the slow reveal of the
so what we're saying here is always give gifts wrapped, okay? And the more, and that's just true for everything. The more you gotta work for something, the more satisfying it is, the better it is in the end.
Yes, I would agree.
So that's another reason.
When it comes to the Reese's, sometimes it can be annoying. That's all I was saying.
You're wrong. It can be annoying sometimes sitting next to you.
Oh,
I'm just kidding.
Anyways, that's your number one. You got anything that I didn't say?
What? Oh, about the pumpkin
both
Reese's?
of us already didn't say about them.
No. Maybe we'll come out with an episode where we get to rank all the various holiday themed Reese's.
Oh, that's a good one.
And that's another bonus for the Reese's company, which I think is just Hershey's.
Yeah. I don't
Hershey's
know.
owns Reese's.
I have no
almost
idea.
positive. Spoiler alert, I guess.
Of life
for companies, but they're very in with the people, you know.
Yeah.
They're in with the holidays, with the themes that are
very much so
coming and going. So, do you have any more honorable mentions?
Oh, you already asked me that.
Oh, okay.
I do have one that I know neither of us like. Actually, you might think they're okay, but I know some people are big fans of them.
What?
That's the Almond Joys.
They're okay.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of them because I think
fan.
almond isn't my favorite nut to put in a candy. I prefer a peanut. But I know a lot of people like those are their like top tier, and I just don't.
Those are the candy. That's the kind of candy that's like. There's 2 types of people. They're like you either love them or you hate them.
Yeah, I would. Yeah,
I think that is the same for another candy that a lot of people love.
Yes,
and I think. If you're watching, you're probably wondering why the heck we haven't mentioned it.
Yeah.
It's because we've saved it.
We hate it.
We've waited.
Is this the time?
This is the time.
This is the time.
This is the time. Candy corn is the worst
ever.
thing
It's just the worst.
that has ever been invented.
It's the worst substance.
It's not
natural
a candy.
or unnatural.
Not a candy. It is a piece of garbage.
It is.
Flaming candy
garbage.
Corn isn't good. Don't think that it's good. Companies are lying to you. If you're eating candy corn, you're eating lies. What even is candy corn? You don't know. You just eat it. It's not corn, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Candy corn is just glorified wax. Candy corn eaters, listen closely. I have an offer that you can't refuse. Stop eating candy corn. Stop giving power to those deceiving you. If you're not going to stop eating it, at least call it what it is, a candy con. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
Bravo. I also hate candy corn just as much as him. And I've prepared a haiku in preparation. I will read it now. Candy corn is bad. It makes you want to vomit. Please do not eat it.
Was that it?
That's it. That's a haiku. They have to be short. It's kind of the thing.
Just like the lives of those who eat candy corn.
Yeah.
Short. I'm sorry, that's dark. Don't eat candy corn.
Just don't do it. Stay away.
I actually, while we're on the topic, I do have a slight confession.
We've given our dogs candy corn. That's kind of. Is that your confession?
If you eat candy corn, you're a dog.
You're no.
No. I have a slight confession.
Oh. You laugh.
I was offered some caramel chocolate candy corn. Yeah, it's not just regular candy corn. It was chocolate caramel candy corn. And I did eat some because I'd never heard of it before. So I ventured out into the depths and ate a piece.
Mm-hmm. Yep, your sins are forgiven.
I did not hate it. Now, it was still very. It was the waxy garbage that I remember.
You were my brother, Anakin. I loved you.
It was the waxy.
I hate you.
It was the waxy garbage that I remember. However, it had a chocolate and caramel flavor, which didn't override the waxy disgustingness, but it made it bearable.
That's a good band name. Waxy disgustingness.
Waxy disgustingness. I think that's it.
Yeah, I didn't say my number one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry. Yeah, you moved. I was like, that's why I was like, are we doing it now? And you were like, we're going. It's the time. I was like, okay.
It was a good segue with the almond joy.
Yeah.
But sorry about
my number one is going to be just as probably controversial as this. Okay. Now, I don't know if this is a regional thing. I've literally never seen the brand, seen their product anywhere except Halloween. Just never. Never, and they're always the same. Packaging is the same since before I can remember. But they're the little package of...
Okay, they're a package, got it.
They're in a little package, kind of like an M&M, about that size.
Oh, M&M package,
and it comes with like...
But not M&Ms.
A few tiny bat-shaped pretzels. Or sometimes they're pumpkin-shaped. And they're manna from heaven. They're the nectar of the gods. I don't know. I looked up the brand. I think it's UTZ, Utz, or something like that. I don't know. I don't know. I hope you know what I'm talking about. Like I said, I don't know if it's a regional thing. I don't know if they're only in Arkansas.
Let me get this straight.
But
your number one candy, overall.
Yes.
Most favored candy at Halloween are pretzels?
You are darn tootin' they are. They are so good. And it's like... You said this a little bit with the hot tamales. You said like, you get all this richness and this sweetness, and you just want a little savory. This is that. You get the salty, and they're a little sweet. They're like little pretzels, They're made for Halloween, but they're like salty and they're so good, and they're too good to trade because they're so unique, So like you just get to enjoy them. You get to they're so good, and it just comes with a few, but it's just enough.
I think you've said it.
And they're shaped like bats. And pumpkins.
Oh, okay, so you're
how
saying
can you deny
like Batman would eat these?
Yeah, and pumpkins.
Because he only eats food that's shaped like bats.
He only does anything that's shaped like a bat.
Yeah.
His toilet is shaped like a bat.
It's true.
The toilet mobile.
He poops
bat
shape.
toilet.
He poops
okay, that's okay. Okay, we're not. That's too much. Too much. Okay. Okay, let's.
It's true though. If you've ever talked to him, he'll tell you that. Yeah.
Bruce, do you talk to Bruce? Mr. Wayne?
Who? But who?
I've said too much.
Also, a little while right before we close this episode out, PSA.
Candy corn.
Last week's episode, there was we made a little boo boo. Okay. Yeah, I did. I edited last week's vid, and at the end of the episode, there's like I'm not gonna tell you because I don't want everyone to go look for the messed up part of the video and then come back because like right now no one's seen them. Like a couple people have seen the screw up in the video, but now that I said it, everyone's gonna go look.
Just say it.
You can't actually see it. Well, you can't actually see it. You just hear it. It's just the end of our last episode, 2 episodes ago. Now when this is coming out, was on the end of that episode was on the end of our last episode. So like the music kind of cuts out, and then there's just like us talking for a couple seconds about the last episode, and then the episode's over. I don't know how that happened, but it probably will happen again, but I will try and make sure that will not happen again. We are trying to spit out quality content here, so that's just a PSA. You can only do so much with 2 people, so I guess that's it. Yep. Make sure you get those shirts in.
And, make sure you get them. Yeah, really though, you're running out of time if you're trying to get some. So
you're running out of time.
This is it. The final hours.
And I may or may not have made some Halloween themed theme song for our podcast.
You would know by now.
I would know by now.
No, not the viewers.
Well, the viewers would know by now.
You guys would know by now.
So if I did do that, I bet it sounds really
Enjoy
cool.
it.
And now I will read the outro like this. Thanks for tuning in. Feel free to follow us on Facebook and Instagram.
At Squabble Podcast.
We have a Patreon, link in the description below. If you think our podcast is good, feel free to show us your love and your money and your life. Don't forget. My voice cracked a little bit.
You want me to take over?
Yeah, sure.
Don't forget to like,
Yours is a little
comment,
different.
and subscribe.
Yours is a little
and
more ghostly.
follow because it really helps us out. And don't forget to sell us your soul.
You can also listen to us on iTunes, YouTube, and our website.
SquabblePodcast.com.
Oh, what is that? What is that?
That's a demon voice.
Okay.
Be sure to check out the rest of the Squabble Empire.
Squabble Gaming on Twitch and Squabble Movie Reviews on SquabblePodcast.com.
Thanks again. And don't forget
Oh,
to hate candy corn.
yeah, don't forget to
and
hate
burn
candy
it.
corn. And,
We'll snap you later.
and we will snap you
We
later.
will.
We will snap you later.
A lot of snaps there.
Yeah.